Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know why my music isn't working. God damn it, you Stream Deck piece of... Do you want to tell them about it? Okay, tell them. Come on. Jimmy fell down the well? Okay, all right, go on. Go lay down. I already gave you a treat. Don't stare at the bag, you fat boy. Yeah, I know, I fixed it. As soon as you guys, like, somebody in chat said redupervised, and I was like, wait, what? And then I looked and I was like, oh, Look, guys, I've been drinking for a couple hours already, so leave me the fuck alone, all right? I meant with all the best intentions. We're going to try and figure out why my audio wasn't playing there. Spoiler alert, didn't have my headset on, so that might be part of the problem. Why is my Stream Deck not working? My Stream Deck isn't even powering on. I may need to go down below and figure out why in the hell my Stream Deck is that. Hold on. It's not even plugged in. Give me a second. I'm going down. You fucking pile of shit. Get in the hole. Whoever designed USBs. Is that the... Yep, there we go. Stream Deck is kicking on. Knox, go lay down. I love you so much. You and Fritz. Both these boys have been trying to hump each other today. It's been fucking weird. Been so long since I caught the beginning of the stream, makes me feel sing-songy. Oh, a bunch of you caught that reference. I had to start drinking water because I've drank entirely too much today. Oh, man. So, Wolfram, you're going to laugh. So I was like, you know what? Mining on Star Citizen has pissed me off. Oh, let's let this play real quick. Now I'll tell you what happened.
I'd intercept me.
Sorry to bombard you with the 2 cameos over the past week, but you completely crushed them both. Had to do it for the milestone birthdays.
I wasn't sure who that was. Like, I don't really promote the fact that I have a cameo, honestly. I don't even really have time to do it. When people are like, I need it in 24 hours, that just fucking kills me, man. So it took me a couple of days. But I'm glad I crushed both of them for you, man. And I'm glad. I hope they enjoy them. I really enjoy doing that stuff. Like, I have it turned down pretty much as low as it'll let me go. It's like pennies for me to do it. And I just do it because I enjoy doing that for people. So I'm glad you enjoyed it, man. Wolfram. So Wolfram and I play Star Citizen together. If you guys didn't know, I play Star Citizen. If you happen to see me play Star Citizen, my name is relatively similar. I don't want to give it away on here. But I was playing earlier today and I was like, you know what? Mining is not going well for me. I lost all that Quantanium, by the way, Wolfram, that I just gained. And I was like, I'm going to go do some shipping. So I shoot on over to Shubin Mining Facility, SCD-1 on fucking Daymar. And I was like, I'm going to do it like I did in the old days. I'm going to buy a couple boxes of gold. And then I'm going to take them on over to Area 18 and sell them. I bought the gold. Cargo elevators don't work. Yep. So I now have 48 SCU of gold sitting in Shubin Mining Facility SCD-1 that I can't get on the elevators. Yeah, because I bought 2 big 24-pack boxes. Yeah. Fuck me, right? Oh my god. 101 plus... USB is only working. Yeah, no, you're not wrong. Where's Grandpa Buff and the kid? He's never very far away. He just kind of lives in my brain. You guys can see Fritz over on the camera. You guys never get to see Fritz because he's normally downstairs hanging out with the missus, but she left me unsupervised. So far this week, since she's been gone for these last couple days, I've had Taco Bell. I've had Cane's. I didn't even eat lunch today, but I had some leftover wraps she left in the fridge for lunch. So it's like a linner. Anyways, but yeah. Voltaire, thank you so much for being here, my dude. Oh, man, I hate when it does that. Hey, dude, check out the game called Foxhole. It's cool. I'll be honest with you. I don't have a whole lot of time to play video games. Lately, I just pick up and put down Star Citizen. By the way, bed logging, they're like, it works. It doesn't. Fucking, I tried bed logging on my Corsair, and now I'm back at Area 18. So that's fun. That's fun. Yeah, 48 boxes. I was very excited. Yeah, I'm fucking retarded. Scam Citizen is like, how old now? This is the thing. It is a scam. Like, it's the weirdest thing, man. Like, Star Citizen, I agree with you that it is Scam Citizen. I totally agree with you. I'm there with you. But here's the thing. It's like an abusive relationship. There's no other way to explain Star Citizen, because like it just beats the shit out of you and everything goes wrong, and then one mission goes right and you're like, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's like, I have like battered woman syndrome. That's what I have from that fucking game. It's like, it just beats the shit out of me. I lose all my money. I lose everything. My ships fucking glitch out. All the shit goes wrong. But then like I have one good day of scrapping or mining and I'm like, this isn't that bad. It's not that bad. Yeah, no, it's the worst fucking experience. Should get one of those naked cats so Fritz will have a fellow friend of the nudist club. Fritz he's actually like really wiry. His hair, he grows hair like a nutsack. That's the easiest way to explain Fritz. Seeing some of your videos recently gave me hope that things are not all doom and gloom, at least not yet, and hopefully not ever. I appreciate that, man. I hope you guys understand that my job, by and large, is comedy. So like the video today, it's hard to like talk about these tariffs, and I realized that I have to remove myself as much as possible. So previously, when I was playing as the United States, I was like, this is my opinion, I'm an American, I'll be the United States. And now I'm having to back off. Fritz, what are you fucking with that bed for? Let's all just watch Fritz for a minute. Let's just watch him do his thing. I don't know what he's doing. He doesn't even know what he's doing. It's like Joe Biden in canine form. But anyways, I had to like back off. So, you love the merch, thank you. I'm so glad you guys enjoy it. I really just enjoy getting you guys what you want. So, I appreciate that. And I try and design things. I have a really good idea for Memorial Day one. It's going to be a temporary one, and Memorial Day is a hard one to do. And last year I really appealed more to like people's like heartstrings. My one last year was it showed like a soldier kneeling in front of a soldier's cross, and it said, "You will win the war you tell nobody about," because right now we're losing more service members to suicide than we are to combat. And that's an awful thing to hear about. So this one is in the same way, but it's the same message, but funnier, if that makes sense. Like it's so hard to make something like that funny. But I think I nailed it. It was actually Mrs. Linecrosser and I came together on this one, and she's like, "Are you sure?" And I was like, the military community is going to find this fucking hilarious. So we'll try and get that done. Time to party. Costco chicken? Don't you judge Costco chicken. Send multiple letters to the government telling them we need ODSTs since we have a space force. Doubt they cared or even bothered to read them. Probably not. I shot an email to President Trump in his first term, because you can email the White House. And I literally was just like, look, I don't get caught up in the things. Like I've been serving, like I gave him my name, said how long I've been serving for. And I was like, I really just want a presidential coin. No email back. I was like, well, win some, you lose some. Fritz, now you're eating a box? What is wrong with you? Why do you have a bed on a bed? By the way, we refer to Fritz as the Nepo baby, like nepotism, because he's never had a hard day in his life. He's never wanted for anything. So we give him, when we narrate for Fritz, we might do a channel for him here sooner or later. We give him like a posh British accent. He's like, "Daddy, this bed is too lumpy. I need a second bed on top of it." Like that's Fritz. That's what he gets. Southpaws unite. That's what I'm talking about, homie. Hello there, Mr. I love how you spelled hello. Mr. Linecrosser, I found that Canada has a monopoly on jet fighters until the 70s. I don't know too much. I've heard of the Arrow, shit. I don't know everything about everything, man. I think today I kind of showed that I don't really know a whole lot about economics. Look, I can't win them all, guys. God damn it. I hate it. Like my OBS, when I scroll down, it goes down part of the ways and then just boom, drops. It's not a scam. It's just a game that's been overhyped and is suffering from what I like to call the Todd Howard effect. That's fair. Smash the like button. Make sure you subscribe and turn on that little bell. I hate that shit. It's so cheesy. That's why I don't ever say it. Like all I care about, I don't care. Like subscriber count means fuck all to me. It means nothing. Okay. And I'm going to be totally honest with you. If you're ever going to be a YouTuber, subscriber count means nothing. What matters is the people who enjoy watching your videos. And that's why that's all I ever ask. Like, if you want to support me, just watch what I make. Even if you don't agree with it. And I for those of you, and it's the slim minority. It's a very, very slim minority. Some people, regardless of which direction I go in, and it's always the loudest that voice only their ignorance. Woven war quote there. And there's a slim margin of people that they're in my comment section. They're like, you know what? I don't agree with your take on this, but I still appreciate you being, doing what you do and trying to make these things funny. And you have no idea how much I love that take. I fucking love that because, like, I don't agree with everything Brandon Herrera does. He's still a good friend of mine. I don't agree with everything Eli Double Tap does. Still a great friend of mine. Nick, the fat electrician, still a great friend of mine. And I think that we need to normalize people not agreeing with every last thing a human does. I think that really needs to be normalized. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate that. Didn't know you play Star Citizen. Atlas Geo thoughts. I know Atlas is a ship company. I have no experience with the Atlas Geo. And Wolfram hates this because me and Wolfram were playing, what was it, 2 days ago? And I said, Wolfram, we always talk about everyone's favorite ship. Who makes the ugliest ships? And Wolfram decided that he chose violence and blasphemy that day. And his violence was, he said Drake makes the ugliest ships. And counterpoint, okay, I'm biased. I love Drake. Drake makes the best ships in Star Citizen. And here's why, right? They're not the prettiest. They don't have fucking hot tubs like his shit had, right? They don't have all that fancy shit. But all of my vets who are in here, all of my vets, if you've been on a ship, if you've been in a tank, if you've been in a plane, a helicopter, a fucking anything, equipment takes priority over human comfort, and that's the way Drake ships are made. And to me, that's like a fucking nostalgia right there, right? Like, don't get me wrong, the nice ships are nice, but I love how just raw Drake is. Choosing opinion over fact. Should we normalize people choosing opinion over fact? No, we really shouldn't. I for one love being proven wrong. I really do. I just want people to come at me with the right facts. So, like, when I made that take today, I went back and looked because before, I shit you not, I could probably pull up my Google search history. I was like, are the numbers of Trump's tariff table accurate? And I went through like 4 pages of Google trying to find anyone, even just some offshoot that said they were inaccurate. I don't know what happened in between yesterday when I recorded that video and today when it went live. Fuck. Apparently a lot of people disagree with those numbers now. Because when I was looking, I couldn't find any. Sorry. Rip Iceman. Yep. No, Franklin. How's Franklin enjoying the treadmill? Make sure to use those chicken nuggets on a string for optimal exercise. Love the buff. Buff don't bluff merch. I appreciate that. Honestly, you guys in general just love anything buff related. Don't worry. We're still working on the Franklin plushies. I really got to email those people. I haven't heard from them in a couple weeks. Moment of silence for Val. Everyone's huckleberry. Yeah. Careful. Don't say that too loud, though. Because I made a joke in a video a while back about I'm your huckleberry. And then a whole bunch of people came out and said, it's hucklebearer, referring to the person carrying your casket. And then I went down the fucking rabbit hole because I wanted to find out what it was. And you know what I found out? I don't know. There's several reputable sources on both sides that are saying it's huckleberry and hucklebearer. I have no idea. Fuck Drake, best looking, feeling combat ship is the Hammerhead. The Hammerhead flies like a fat chick. It flies like Lizzo, okay? Well, Lizzo, she lost a bunch of weight. But yeah, the Hammerhead, though, fully manned, is a beast of a ship. Solo, the Hammerhead's a fucking joke, aside from the big-ass missiles it has. But if you have a full crew, all the turrets manned, the Hammerhead is a force to be fucking reckoned with. In fairness, the upcoming self-reliant, self-efficient EU, I feel like should have been happening decades ago. I do agree. Tom, I'm sorry, I just read your comment. By the way, thanks to you'll never look at grilled cheese the same way ever. Oh man. Oh shit. I may have to reuse that joke in like a Pepperbox exclusive because that joke is entirely too spicy for YouTube. I cannot use that joke on YouTube. That will end my fucking YouTube career, man. Especially when my Canadian friends anticipating new collaborative efforts of Canadian and EU. Hey, HLC, told you last week about getting hit by a van. Been destroying this rehab last week. Thanks for the vids to brighten my experience. You're fucking crushing it, Patrick. I'm telling you, man. Oh, wow. I got way behind. Two things. One, since you like Star Citizen, are you excited for Squadron 42? Haven't looked into it. I'm waiting for that one to be fully out because I don't need to jump myself on anything. Two, did you see that Russia's super secret Su-57 customer was announced earlier this week? It was fucking Algeria. Yeah, I assumed it was going to be Algeria. And they're buying what, like 2 of them? Maybe? But you're crushing that shit, man. Patrick, hey, I'm sorry to hear you got hit again, but get out there and fucking get after it, man. I'm fucking proud of you. Oh my god, RFT Nate.
Would you intercept me? I'd intercept me.
Hey HLC, I've watched her vids for a long time and haven't had time to come in and watch the stream, but I love her vids. You're doing great.
Thank you so much, RTF Nate. I appreciate being here. Well, number one, thank you for the donation. Remember, you guys don't have to. I try and answer as many questions as I possibly can, and I'm dedicated to this Friday stream because this is my opportunity to safely interact with everybody. Because when I was coming up as a creator, I realized that it was damn near impossible to get a hold of other creators. And this is something I wanted to change. So that's why I do this. There could be 0 donations and I would still be here every single Friday that I possibly could. So I want you guys to know that, but I do appreciate it wholeheartedly. And thank you so much for the support. My go-to for games, long open world RPGs, have I played Kingdom Come Deliverance games? I have not. I'm more of a, honestly, aside from, and Star Citizen kind of tickles that itch a little bit. I like survival games. Like building, crafting, shit like that. I've been getting into this one called a Loft, which is, it's slow. It's very slow. It's kind of a casual game, and I really enjoy it. It's confusing, but it's fun. I tried picking up Aska. No, thank you. Awful. And I'm just biding my time waiting for the next update to Enshrouded. Any thoughts on the Sean Ryan podcast when the VA Secretary Doug Collins was talking on veteran suicide and his plans for the VA? I did not see that. I'm unfamiliar with that. I don't watch a lot of Sean Ryan. I usually catch clips here and there, and if I get a clip, I'll go watch the actual part of the episode because I don't want to get anything out of context, but I'm unfamiliar with that. I've not seen it. Hello. Sorry I'm late. Can we restart? Missed you on the last consensual. I'm rooting for you to come back swinging like a little brother. I didn't come back swinging. We did just record the newest one, so you guys should have it soon. Oh man, feeling this in flat Humvee seats. By the way, thanks to you all. The grilled cheese. Oh my god, it's so good. It's such a good joke. Got done playing War Thunder. Played A6 M5 KO. Killed 4 F4U Corsairs and a Yak in the F6F Hellcat in one match. You're a bad person. You should never kill an F4U Corsair. It's a beautiful aircraft. Since you did Texas, that plane with the Texan accent, forgot the name. It's the F-15, but I got you. Can I do a Hank Hill impression? I've considered doing Hank. I actually do what I consider a semi-decent Hank Hill. But yeah, I probably should do that for something. Maybe. Let me see. I'm trying to get caught up here. Buff is rough.
The buff is always rough, man. I go against the grain. I'm just a real coarse bastard. Like, bite the pillow. I'm going in dry.
I shouldn't have said that. Sometimes they take over and I don't have control. Mine with the rock buggy, it has jump jets, perfect for Titanfall type stuff. Oh, that's the one. I haven't used one yet. I was told though that the cargo one is a monster for unloading and loading your ships. So buying 2 of them and paying for them for the next 200 years, bro. The missus is in the room. You guys behave. Is she? Is Mrs. Linecrosser in here? Oh my God, Mrs. Linecrosser's in here. Hello, fish. I definitely haven't been drinking high noons for the last couple hours. I definitely wasn't doing that. Hi, fish. 7 Days to Die, I love it. Ooh, if you like 7 Days to Die, check out Empyrean Galactic Survival. The graphics are worse, I'll give you that. The graphics are much worse. However, it's like 7 Days to Die, except you can leave your planet. And there's hundreds, plural, of planets. And you build like capital vessels. You can build them completely from scratch. And then you build small vessels. And then you can park your small vessels inside your capital vessels. Then you'll have hover vessels. And you can mine in space. You can mine on the ground. Like it's fucking cool, man. I went down a rabbit hole for Empyrean Galactic Survival for a while. Gunship Battle, Total Warfare is your game. Is it? Is that... There's one on my fucking... Oh, let me go to my wish list. Hold on. Where's my wish list? There's one that I'm waiting on. It's an RTS game. Broken Arrow. Yeah. I might look into that. I'm going to hear Fritz. Can y'all see Nox just like, can you stop him, Dad? 99 cents that from Glitch. Thank you so much. All right. Mrs. Linecrosser is headed to her appointment. She's going to a concert with her mom. So soon she'll be out of here. Mrs. Linecrosser, Sister Linecrosser, is there a little Linecrosser? Yeah, it's Fritz, who is currently digging in Nox's head. Fritz, you pulled the second bed up there. This is a you problem. Oh my God. I highly encourage all military investors to check out your local chapter of Irreverent Warriors. I encourage that as well. I've only worked with them like secondhand because they never came to the area I was in, but I highly encourage people that for that. Then you will love Vintage Story. And the Fur Babies, yes. Damn it, Dale, sorry. I'm trying to get caught up here a little bit. When tornadoes start hitting Oklahoma, I will absolutely do Oklahoma. It sucks because I'm here. I don't know if you guys know this. I read this a while ago. I don't know if it's still accurate, but the highest recorded wind speed on Earth was in Moore, Oklahoma in like 2012 when they had an EF5. That's like 45 minutes that way. Yeah. Enjoying a black and tan and a fine Nicaraguan cigar. Best way to relax with some HLC. Well, I appreciate you being here. Alcoholism is on the left. Depression is on the right. Be careful you don't trip and fall into any feelings. Can we please get a Hanger Homies Plays Ace Combat series or one-shot video? Would love to see the kid play Ace Combat. Zero name trying to... I've never played Ace Combat. You guys are going to... Like, I always get that question all the time. Hold on. The dogs are... Oh my gosh. Look at them. Look at the boys. In the picture, in the puppy cam. Look at them. That shit's fucking adorable. Adam Fall's a great game, might be right up your alley. I thought I looked at Adam Fall. That name really sounds familiar. Want to play Elite Dangerous? No. There's 3 types of people who play video games on computer. Those who play Elite Dangerous, those who play EVE Online, and those who get punished by Star Citizen. No, I've considered it. I'm not a clever man. I know what. God, they're fucking adorable. Fritz is literally laying on Nox's head. You know War Thunder's fake because Russian equipment is actually pretty good in that game. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. F-47 looks better than the F-22. Well, that's probably because your opinion's fucked up because canards are gay. Yeah. Read your last chat, Abrams X. I don't know where it is, man. There's a lot of them coming in. I'm trying to keep up. I don't know if you're telling me or somebody else. I can't scroll up that far, man. I got to try and stay with it. I hope Broken Arrow's good. I'll take Buff to meet grannies.
Ah, shit. Ah, see you later, HLC. I'm gonna fucking take off. This guy's gonna take me to go meet some grannies.
Hey, came to ask why you were so pro Tariff in the last video. So, two things, okay? Well, actually, several things. One, when I did my research yesterday, when I was making that video, I was unable to find anyone... like anywhere, I can probably show you my Google search history, that was saying that those tariff numbers imposed on the United States were inaccurate. Everyone was saying that they were fucked up, but no one was saying that they were inaccurate. Okay. Secondly, I tried doing this one a little more like the U.S. is acting like the U.S. and I am pulled away from it. And then the last thing, and this is a hot take. What we're currently doing when it comes to trade wasn't working and wasn't beneficial to the United States. Do I think this is the answer? I have no idea. I know missiles. I don't know shit about trade. But let's shake things up and see what happens. It's either going to get better or worse. Right now it's getting worse. We'll see. So I'm there. I still play that game Empyrean. Dude, Empyrean. More like Linecrosser? What? What? I don't know what that means. You're from Edmond? Yep. Knox needed extra treats for being so patient with Fritz. They will get it here in 33 minutes. You can do an awesome Hank Hill impression even though you're a chick. Bite the pillow, Jesus buff. Oh man. I did bring the F-47 in one video. I may rework the character. I don't know. I'm not really sure. Let me see. Those gaijins. Are they going to make a space fighter? I would not doubt that they're already making one. I was reading an article, and I did mention it in one of my videos, that the commander of the Space Force has briefed President Trump and the chiefs of staff that they have observed China practicing space dogfighting. Now, my brain goes in several directions with that, okay? One, it's cool. Like, it's fucking cool. I don't know how effective it's going to be. And the reason why I don't know how effective it's going to be is because dogfighting in general isn't very effective anymore, because most of the time it comes down to who locks onto who first. Unless we're talking all-out war, but, a Standard Missile 3, or you got, that's an Aegis, or the AIM-174, the AIM-120, Patriot missiles. It really comes down to who locks on who. Now, the Earth is curved. So when people are dogfighting, they're usually on the far side of a horizon from a short-range air defense system. But if you're in space, remember, radiation, light, whatever, radio, goes in a straight line. So it kind of goes off the edge of the planet. So if you're way up there, you're a lot easier to detect. Now, getting hit by something, that's going to take a whole lot more, gas in the tank. We discontinued the anti-satellite missile that was used on the F-15 that shot down the satellite in the 80s. However, the Standard Missile, I want to say it was the 3. Standard Missile 3 off of the USS Lake Erie in 2008 still smoked a satellite. So while it's like scary and cool, I don't know if it's practical. I really don't know. Have I played World in Conflict? I have not. By the way, it's Huckleberry and Star Citizen, Star Citizen. I see SC and I see Star Citizen. Where Doc Holliday was born. Pallbearers were huckleberry branches to cover the smell. I'm your huckleberry, I'll bury you. I don't remember seeing anything about huckleberries used to cover smell. Try Ark Survival Ascended? No, I went down an Ark rabbit hole. Ark fell off for me, and here's the reason. And if you're making a survival game in 2025, if you're a developer, here's the problem. If you cannot level ground or dig in your game, you're not going to do well in the survival market nowadays. 7 Days to Die you can dig, Enshrouded you can dig, Empyrean you can dig, fucking Aska you can dig. So like you're not going to be a big deal unless you can dig in level ground. That's kind of where I'm at. I moved to OK of my own free will, and after I got out, it's not bad here, man. The food, not the rest of Oklahoma. OKC actually has some good food, but down here in Lawton, no, the food sucks, man. Oh man, God, man, my chat is losing its mind. I'm trying to keep up with it. World in Conflict was a shit back in the day. I thought that was a mobile game. I'm not even being a smartass.
Intercept me? I'd intercept me.
Good evening, HLC. How was your week?
It was good there, Nicholas. I had a good week. I'm not going to lie, 2 days this week. I hope none of my chain of command is on here. I showed up, locked myself in my office, and napped on my couch for 2 mornings this week. That's what I did. Yep. You know you have to call you out for never bringing up TPQ systems in USA versus world countries, counter battery systems. True. How do I word this? I've considered them. However, they're kind of a moot point when you bring as much to the table as we do. Because like you're gonna die, like no matter what, if you fire at U.S. forces. Like I really wish the Houthis would have that moment of like clarity. Like this isn't working. We haven't done anything to them, and they've leveled us. Like I really wish they'd have that moment of clarity. But I don't know. Maybe it's a downside of procreating with farm animals. I don't know. Now, counter battery systems, while incredibly important on the battlefield, I would never denounce the importance of counter battery systems on the battlefield. Whoever fires at us is going to get hit quick, fast, and in a hurry regardless. So I can mention them a little bit better. I will do that. How about that? Russia's still winning the game of turret toss. I was told their T-90 has blowout panels. I haven't looked enough into it. The game where you shoot a tank and the turret will go high into orbit. Yep. Bro, their space program's struggle bussing. Just watch a new video. Good shit as always. Thank you so much. If China's almost doing it, America's already done it. Yeah. America just be building shit. Like, I just want people to understand that. Like, God... When people like we spend way too much on defense, yeah, but look at what we got. Like, we have so much cool shit. And like that R&D goes into like, let's try this. And then we find out like, that's impractical. Let's not do that. And then 40 years later, Russia's like, we're developing this. And we're like, it didn't work. We did that in the 80s. That's a dumb idea. Go ahead. Waste your money, dude. But whatever. You probably just solved this whole problem by Googling how stupid of an idea that was. My stream crashed. That was weird. Fucking sounds like a computer problem, bro. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for being here. I want you to understand that from the bottom of my scrotum. Let me make this full size. How many people do I got in chat? 879 in chat right now. World of Conflict is $10 and good old games destruction from airstrikes to Artie was awesome. I have to look into it because if it's an RTS, I do like OG RTS games. For some reason, dude, like, I don't know what it was. I want to say it's like 10 or 15 years ago. People in the RTS genre are like, okay, how can we take everything that's good about this game and fucking ruin it? Like, it's no longer just like, I need to get the supplies to build up my force faster than this person and advance my forces, build my defensive lines, and then attack. Now it's like, okay, well, you can only build 3 tanks from this building. You can only build 5 tanks from that building. This person over here, you have to, design 3 other buildings and then upgrade all of those to get this person to spawn from this building. Look, why are we doing that? Age of the Empires is the only fucking base that hasn't done that, which is why I have Age of the Empires 4. Warcraft 3 fucked that up for everyone. Yeah, dude. One of my mods, Scoob, he's a really good guy. I like Scoob. He got me, what the fuck is the name of that game? Oh, man. Now I gotta look at my Steam library. Hold on. Hey, there's an update for Empyrean. That's cool. There's an update for Beaming Drive. Company of Heroes 2. He got me Company of Heroes 2, and that's just like that. Why can't I just get resources and build my shit the way I want to? It's like, oh, you can only build them this fast, and they move like this, and it's why are we making it so much fucking so much more difficult than it needs to be? This is dumb. World in Conflict. Oh, I already read that one. Wonder if the buff has hung out with the Marines.
You know it.
I pooped 3 times today. I'm so fucking proud of you. Have I pooped today? I'll probably poop after stream. Their blow-off panel is the turret. Ha ha! I like it. Does anything accurate ever come out of Russia? Hold on. There's got to be a Russian piece of equipment that I really do like. Like, honestly, if I were to pick my favorite aggressor aircraft, it's the Su-34. I really think it's a good-looking aircraft, including the stupid big Stinger that's hanging off the back. I'm going through like tanks, artillery, ships. Fuck. Not even their air defense systems, because Russia is like a lot of the other countries out there that focus on range over fidelity, and that's dumb. When you're playing in a game of microseconds, you need to focus on having an accurate radar, not a long range radar, which is why the S-400 is consistently getting fucking annihilated, which is why Patriot is not. In the world of range, the S-400 has Patriot by fucking leaps and bounds, at least publicly available. It's just not as good. Rampant ninja swords. I may have Buff go after them because, like, I'll be honest with you, the whole 2-tier thing that they have in the UK, I read several articles on it. I was just trying to understand it, because what I've learned in my time of making these videos is Americans, myself included, we don't understand shit about fuck of other countries. We don't. And like, there was a law passed in Germany like a year ago, and I thought I was getting the same opinion as the German people. I was wrong. So like, I always check like 3 or 4 sources, and I couldn't get a clear understanding of that 2-tier punishment. So like, I lightly treaded on it in this one. I was like, or not this last, the video before. I was just like, I don't know. I'm not sure. I saw your recent video. So a question, you played Helldivers 2? Yeah, I play with my brother and sister every once in a while. I actually probably will play with them tomorrow. I'm waiting for, oh yeah. They have blow up panels. They just don't work. That's fair. Like, I mean, I will give credit where credit is due, okay? And before anyone's like, you think American superiority. Well, it's hard not to when you study everything that we have. However, and it pains me to say this, it fucking pains me, I think the Challenger 2 is a better all-around platform than the Abrams. However, I think on average, Abrams crews are trained to a higher level than Challenger 2 crews. So I think the Challenger 2 is a better platform. I mean, the same fucking gun. It's just one has a lot more survivability. I think the, what is it? The Arrow 3 is a great air defense system. I don't know if it's better than THAAD. I'd have to go into a skiff to find out if it's better than THAAD. Right now, THAAD is on paper 100% effective. In case there's any fucking trolls in here who want to come at me, THAAD, American THAAD, Terminal High Altitude Air Defense, is the most effective air and missile defense system on the planet today. Publicly available, it's been fired at 4 times, and it has had 4 successful kills.
Intercept me?
It is 100% effective on paper right now.
Me.
Good evening from the military-industrial complex.
Hey there, Mr. Boulet.
The ladies of Oscar Foxtrot have blowout panels. Are we talking about the same thing?
I don't even know how to answer that question. I look, blowout panels, I'm going to explain it for people in chat who may not understand what a blowout panel is. On the back of the Abrams, so like you see the 2 hatches, I'm sure you know this, but you got the 2 hatches, you got the TC hatch, the loader's hatch, the gunner sits down in the front, and then the only person who sits in the hole on the Abrams is the driver. Right behind both of them, you have the ready rack, the semi-ready rack, and then down in the hole you have hole storage for ammo. It's like a total of 42 rounds or some shit. And if those rounds start cooking off, or they take a round through their tank and it starts cooking off their rounds, in a Russian tank, all those rounds are located right underneath the turret because they're an auto loader, and they're right against the turret ring. So that's why they send the turret into orbit. Meanwhile, the Abrams, you just close your hatches and plug your ears because it's going to blow out 2 panels on the back of the tank, on the top of it, and save your life. Theoretically. I've never seen Germans before. Germans are starting to swing again. Was the first U.S. ship to shoot down an aircraft with a missile. I believe it was a Sea Sparrow. I did not know the USS Midway was the first ship to shoot down an enemy aircraft with a missile. Now I want to look into that. I'm going to look into that. Old school Command and Conquer? Bro, I crashed a LAN network in Manas, Kyrgyzstan as shooters playing Command and Conquer General 0 Hour. Luckily for everyone I was playing against, the server crashed because I was about to fuck them up. That's why the server crashed. It takes place in 1980, right before the Soviet Union fall timeline, and it's RTS where no base building, but more unit control. I don't know how I feel about that. I play Turtle style. Whenever I play any RTS games, I play Turtle. My defense is priority over everything else. I need to get you into Stellaris. I've seen it. It's like a 4D RTS game. I don't know how I feel about it. Where does the depression alcoholic with ADHD go? Asking for a friend. Well, you start left and then you trip over yourself and end up on the right. That's what it is. PSG deadlock while back, but to tickle the missiletism. Here's another suggestion. Nebulosis. Fleet command. I can design my own missiles. That's actually kind of cool. God, I can't wait till I get out of the military and have more time to play fucking video games, man. I don't have any time. I don't have any fucking time right now. Yeah. The Su-47 is freaking dope looking, bro. The 47? I don't know if I've seen the 47. Have I seen the 47? Let me Google that shit. Is that the Bearcat, the Berkut, or whatever? Oh, that's 46. Fat fingers. Oh, yeah, yep. It's an experimental supersonic. Yeah, with the inverted wings. It looks interesting. It looks cool. I don't know if it works well. AK-47 for everyone. I miss Command and Conquer Generals. Bro, Command and Conquer Generals, that was one thing that games also got away from. You remember back in the day when you would click on a unit, they would always say something. When you would direct them somewhere, they would say something. Nowadays, it's not like they're just like, yeah, on the way. Like, they don't say anything cool. I remember Command and Conquer Yuri's Revenge, when you get the suicide trucks. That was a real thing back in the day. You get the suicide trucks. They're like dump trucks just full of explosives. And you would pick them. Like, you click on them, and they'd be like, why don't you drive? It was fucking hilarious. And you would like tell them to go somewhere, and they're like, watch out for the bumps. Why? We have fallen so far. Where did that go? It was so good. Oh, man. The big Gustav? Oh, man. Rich bullied me off my own podcast. He did. Next time you talk to him, tell him he looks like a fuzzy potato. I might text that to him right now. I like it. I'm going to say that shit to him next time we record. Su-57, it does look pretty slick. Honestly, to me, and this is a hot take, the Su-57, in my opinion, looks like a stealth updated Tomcat. Now, I know there's a stealth Tomcat concept. I know there is. I've seen it. But to me, because it's long, it's wide, its engines are a little farther apart, like my brain immediately goes Tomcat. Hot take, I know. What up, LaRue? LaRue is here. Dishka and the Cord machine guns, PKM. I was let down by somebody, I think it was one of the dudes from Funker 530, was, hold on, was talking about how the PKM was better than the 240. And I took that shit personally offensive. And here's why. I fired both, right? We fired their PKM in Afghanistan, the ANCOP. The problem I have with the PKM is you have to have the drum on the bottom of it. Because unlike the 240 and the 50 cal, the M2 heavy barrel 50 caliber machine gun, that you can fire with the belt hanging all the way to the ground, because it has enough blowback and it has enough strength to grab that belt and pull it into the gun, no matter how long that fucking belt is, the PKM cannot. It cannot. If you have the belt just hanging out, you have to support the belt or else it will not feed. Last time I mentioned the contact beam from Dead Space. If you wanted to know, it's basically a handheld super collider used for mining. That's fucking hot. But dude, Dead Space, it freaks me out, man. Certified brick shitter. This is why Russia's the best at turret toss, bro. It won't end after the military? You're saying I'm stuck like this? If you think about it, USS Whiskey is the most American boat there is. When the boat was touched, bye-bye grid coordinate. You know what's crazy is we were on a unit motorcycle ride out here, and I went to Medicine Park with the rest of the motorcycle riders, and we pulled over, and a guy recognized me and started talking to me, and apparently he had served on the Whiskey, which I thought was really cool. Slowest camel can beat the Su-57. Is Dragon's West still open? It probably is. I haven't been since I've been back here. Last time I was here, I went. This is the thing. For those of you who don't know, Dragon's West is and I use this term loosely, gentleman's club. It's not really. It's a barn, okay, that has like 2 very small stages, like 4 pool tables, and the VIP is a bunch of lawn chairs against the wall. It's not nice. It was, oh god, man. That's when you just get your buddies and you're like, let's go be a piece of shit. Let's like, it was not great. Oh man. Whew. Saw your last video, brought up the F-14. Fun fact of the F-14, Iran made the new Phoenix missile called Falcor. Oh yeah, no, I know we tried plasma guns way back in the day. I don't think they were practical for us. It was Project shit. What the hell was the name of it? I can't remember what it was. But this just goes to show everybody that, like I said before, everything that exists in this world, either the US has or will turn into a weapon. My chat just crashed, so I'm having to reopen up my chat. I may have to scroll up over here. Americans say impractical, Germans say creative. I swear those crazy bastards can make anything work. Bro, I've seen some of the functionality of a BMW. I think Germans make it difficult on purpose. I really do. Some of that shit is stupid. Money and a timetable in Northrop Grumman will uncomplex it somehow. I would love to say that, man, but we're going to leave that one alone. I don't know if I'm still under NDAs. We're going to leave that one alone. I had to stop myself there in real time. Good evening. Oh, we already got that one. I can't believe Rich. Wow. It got some of the old ones maybe. Can you convince the government to start the ODST program? I can't even convince the government to tell me what time I'm getting out of the army. Like, I want you guys to know that for anyone considering going into the military, progressively throughout your military career, there will be times when you're just in limbo. Like, you have no idea what the fuck is going on. Like, it happens all the time. Ask anyone who's ever been a vet. Like, right now, I'm going through the med board process. People are like, when are you out? I don't know. I have no idea. I would love to know, like, hey, this day at this time, I will be leaving the military, so I need a backwards plan from there. I would love to know that. You don't. Like, hey, when are we deploying? I don't know. You get a window, maybe. When you PCS, yeah, you're going to PCS around this time. You have to report at this time. Like, you're just in fucking limbo. I hate it. I hate it. The YouTube didn't tell you the stream was on? Looks like YouTube. YouTube, you're fired. YouTube is fired. Watch, my stream gets just shut down right after that. Can you, oh yeah, the ODST. I would love for the government to have ODSTs. Nothing would make me happier. However, it would also be super impractical. Air defense systems, not to mention you probably turn into a capsule of Jello on landing. I don't understand that many G's and what they do to the human body, but they're probably not very polite. Kudos on the AWACS HLC. Highest percentage of battlefield females in the Air Force. Last time I checked, usually females on the radios in that bird. Do J-stars and AB triple C next. Well, we've wanted for a long time for Mrs. Linecrosser to be a character. And luckily, thank you to you guys, we bullied her into doing that. And now, the The journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step, right? So now that she's done that, broken the ice, and she's like, okay, this worked. She's willing to do more. And I've talked about a few different running jokes with her, and I think we're gonna start a running gag for her character, and I think it's gonna be really, really, really good. Happy Friday, brother. Good try on the TIE Bro, I coughed. That's why the TIE Fighter sound cuts halfway in the middles, because I started coughing. Why does the kid always make the weirdest fucking noises, man? Did you know that West Taiwan had 3 Navy ships patrol around Australian waters? I heard about that. That was a month ago. Are they doing it again? 3 Chinese ships did live fire exercises that shut down civil air traffic. I hate that shit, man. I don't know why. So, what West Taiwan is doing isn't even fucking original, okay? I just want you guys to know that. I'm a student of history. What China is doing is not original in the fucking slightest, okay? In the 1920s, the US showed up over in Japan. We had our big steam and coal-driven ships, and they were like, fuck, and they experienced their Industrial Revolution. Once they experienced their Industrial Revolution, they realized that they needed more materials. Sound familiar? Then the Emperor of Japan started his mantra was Asia for the Asians. I don't know if you know this, but Xi Jinping has a memoir titled Asia for the Asians. Now, what did they do? Did they expand immediately across the Pacific? No, they didn't. Where did they go? They went south, started causing problems with the U.S. and the Philippines. And you know what the U.S. did? We plussed up our numbers in the Philippines because we wanted to block them from getting materials across the Dutch East Indies. And then the Japanese, soon thereafter, started kind of patrolling around the Philippines and over near Australia. Is any of this sounding familiar to everybody? Like, fuck, Winnie the Pooh can't even come up with an original idea. Sorry, it pisses me off. What about Alien Isolation? No. I would shit all over myself playing Alien games. Like, I'm an Alien fan. I love the Alien movies. I love the Predator movies. AVP 1 was great. AVP 2, we don't talk about, okay? I don't think I've seen the newer one when they go to the other planet or something like that. I haven't seen that one. But those things fucking terrify me. You know what needs to make a comeback? You know what movie series? Like, there was, in the 80s, late 80s, early 90s, there was Predator, there was Alien, then there was Species. Ooh, throwing back that. Romulus sucked? It wasn't good? Okay. Well, then I won't watch it. Winnie the Pooh. Let's see how much control he has over fucking YouTube. Sounds like a typical high-class white trash party. Bro, we about it. Give me a Panzer IV over a T90. It would probably survive better. Hell, a T-34 probably would survive better than a T-90. I mean, I don't know. Are they there? I know the 54s are, but I don't know if the 34s are. Species was sick. Yeah, dog, dude. Species, if you ever want to convince your children that intercourse is dangerous, show them the movie Species. Bro, that shit was burned into my brain as a kid. Like, don't get with a blonde chick in a pool. Don't do it. Fuck. Bro, that was oh man, that was way bad. Is it possible? So, Jay Broadway, that's actually great. So he asked if it's possible that the J20, J36 are copies of our NGAD. The J36 looks like an almost carbon copy of the F-35. The J36 and the J20 are both fully functional. What's the other one that is not fully functional? They're Chinese. They just call it the Chinese 6th gen. Maybe it is the 36. I can't remember. But I think that they're gaslighting us. I genuinely think that that's what West Taiwan is trying to do. I think they're trying to gaslight us. They take a preliminary design, they make their own, they make it fly, America panics, throws a shit ton of money into R&D, they then hack and steal the shit, and now we have inadvertently made the enemy stronger. So, yeah. The drone wingman thing, that's been coming for a long time. I don't know how well it's going to work. I mean, it's going to take some serious logic to make that work. Was she the heli and the AWACS? So the heli was my little sister. The AWACS was my missus. The number Johnny 5. Yeah. Foxbat all over again. Yes. The White Emperor. That's the one. The one with the crooked nose. Like, bro, can you imagine how much we'd be getting roasted on the internet if we took a display model like of our newest jet and parked it somewhere for people to take pictures of and the nose was crooked? Bro, I wouldn't be able to go on Twitter for like 6 months. Do you have any idea? I'm trying to catch up, Phoenix. I'm trying to catch up. Boeing F-47 is the Reaper. Somebody had a really cool name for it. What the fuck was the name of it? Somebody like messaged me and they're like, yeah, Johnny 5 is alive. It's a great movie, by the way. Grummy Bear is looking for an IBCS air defense instructor. You'll have to relocate to Huntsville, salary range. Oh, I understand, Mr. Boulay, and I appreciate it. However, down the road, if I really need it, I know that I can go on over to Northrop. I got a lot of friends that work over at Grummy Bear. Northrop Grumman, at least in the air defense sector, they have the air defense section of Northrop Grumman is kind of a new concept. I want to say new, but I don't know how new. They have a lot of engineers. They didn't have a lot of tacticians. So I do appreciate the offer, man. I really genuinely do. Once I'm out, I'm just going to be making silly videos all the time. Crazy question. You think Ukraine could win against Russia if the USA start sending them M4 Shermans? I mean, I've seen Maxim machine guns on the battlefields in Ukraine. I've seen Mosin Nagants. I've seen M1919s. Honestly, for Ukraine, if it throws lead or if it is lead to be thrown, they'll use it in any way they possibly can. So I think that's really what they need in this world. Johnny 5 took out a T-72. Have you been talking to the Germans again? No. Any plans for Rivet joint character or ISR platforms? I did for a while. I had a Reaper. I just haven't used him in a while. I really need to. Danny Thunder. I like that. That's fucking cool. Danny Thunder. I don't know if that's, hold on. I'm not making fun of you. I want you to know this is said genuinely. But when I see that name, I don't know if you're like a UFC fighter or a porn star. Like, cause it can go both ways, right? I gotta hear myself to be able to make this statement. This Friday night, come see Danny Thunder Eaton compete for UFC 575. Like, I mean, it could go that way, or I gotta think of a name it's YouTube appropriate for the adult one. Or it could be like oh my god, I'm trying to think of a YouTube appropriate adult cinematic name. Oh my god, I'm drawing a blank right now. Oh yeah. New from Brazzers, we have Not High School featuring Asia Carrera and Danny Thunder Eaton. Like, it could go both ways. It could go both ways. I'm telling you. Looks like a fighter jet from Stealth Premier. It kind of does. I mean, but if it works, it works. I just don't like the canards. Now, there are some people that are arguing that they're not canards, that they're just additional small wings to produce lift, but they look like canards. And what do we all know about canards? I'm going to let chat say it. I'm going to let everyone in chat say it about canards. Make a video about the next crusade? Jesus. I don't know what Fritz is doing. Fritz, please don't piss or shit in my game room. Here, let's pick him up. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, little boy. Oh, I got you, bud. Would you rather be a Marine trying to survive Halo universe or try to survive the Dead Space universe as a soldier? Ooh. I mean, I'm going to die either way, but I'd probably prefer the Halo universe. Is it Protocol 4? It's Protocol 4. Do you know what that means? Oh, okay. Ow, that was my finger. The bone has canards. I mean, but they're hardly noticeable. They're tiny. They're tiny little canards. Well, Halo ends when you die unless you're taken out by the flood. Danny Thunderballs. That was way better than your TIE Fighter imitation. Look, man, I can't do everything, all right? Leave me alone. Daddy Thunder. Stick with Master Chief and you'll be fine. Sometimes. Until, like, I'm carrying a rocket launcher, Master Chief comes over and hands me a plasma pistol. Here, trade with me. Like, no, sir? Too bad there'll never be no CNC generals, because in the China first mission, Beijing had a bad thing happen to it. I don't know if I've ever played as China on there. Canards beat. There we go.
They are the superior design.
It might be Protocol 5. Guys, I may have to go for like 2 minutes and let Fritz go to the bathroom. I think that's what he's trying to tell me, because he's like scratching at my legs and stuff here. I may have to take him. So give me like 2 minutes, okay? I'm drawing a blank. That's what she said. That's funny. I like that. I'll be right back, okay? All right, come on, Fritz. Come on, Buffalo. Come on. Come on, Fritz. Come on. Come on. All right. We are back. Oh, man. F-47 Phantom 3. I like it. Could you guys hear them barking? Fritz, he always goes to the top of the stairs and attacks and knocks. One round in T-44 through T-90 dead. You right. 30 seconds to spare. I did not go to put canards on anything. Canards are gay. They are. Hi, Fritz. Do you want to come back up here with Dad? Come here. Come here, you little naked rat. Come here. You guys ever wonder what it's like to hold a naked dog, a hairless dog? He feels like a nutsack with bones. It's the easiest way to explain. Why are the B2 commands so toxic and horrible to their people? That's the first I'm hearing of it. Are they really bad? Like, it seems pretty simple to take care of your people. Like, my top rated squad leader the last time I was a platoon sergeant, he's a warrant officer now, by the way. He argued with me the most. Why is Fritz naked? He's born that way. He's a Chinese crested. This is all the hair he grows. It's the cutest bony nutsack I've ever seen. He looks like a fruit bat. Hey, Fritz, what's over there? What's the camera? He looks like a fruit bat. Back to my Ukraine versus Russia question. What if we gave the M4 Sherman the Abrams main gun? And the targeting system? That's a dangerous thing. Probably because they're currently stuck on an island in the middle of nowhere. Bro's got a wicked mullet. Yeah. Hang on, let's see if we can... This doesn't hurt him. I'm being gentle. Have I ever gotten so mad at someone I wanted to slap them but couldn't? Yeah. I've also been so mad that I've threatened to... When I mention this individual's name to other people in the air defense branch, they're like, yeah, that guy's a total fucking douche canoe. He was a CW2 at the time, and I have a profound respect for the warrant officer cohort. I really do like warrant officers. He was the worst one that I ever met. I have a few pet peeves, okay? I have a few pet peeves in the military, and I've had these pet peeves for a long time. I don't like my rank being said in a derogatory way. If you've ever been in the military, you know what I'm talking about. When someone of a superior rank talks down to you and uses your rank in a derogatory term. So he proceeded to, say something to me, and I was like, Roger, Chief, make it happen, apologize. I screwed something up. And he's like, if you watched out, he said something about my soldiers, and then he went, Sergeant. I was like, cool, if I outrank you, get out. And all my soldiers left, and I was like, Chief, I got a lot of respect for you, but you talk down to me like that again in front of my soldiers, and you say my rank in a derogatory way, I'm going to rearrange your face. And he didn't believe me. He said, oh, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Something like, we'll go talk to the commander about you threatening a commissioned officer. And I said, that's fine. You won't make it out the door. And he said, what? And I said, as soon as you touch that door, I'm going to fuck you up. That was the point where I was like, fuck this career. I don't care anymore. And that's when he realized that his life was genuinely in danger. Like, I wasn't just like, I'm going to hurt you. No, that was the moment that everything came to the realization, like, I'm actually about to get my ass beaten. And then he de-escalated. We talked it out, and we were cool after that. We were totally cool. That's my pet peeve. I don't like when my rank is set in a derogatory way. Can't stand it. Fucking drives me up a wall. It's the only time I've ever done that. It's the only time I've ever done that. And I remember it was while I was deployed. But in my defense, I was also on like hour 27 of a 24-hour shift. So I was pretty damn tired at the time. JK, my guy, your voices are good, my guy. I just felt like bullying you a little. I appreciate it. It's all right, Postal Bull. Chief will try to protect you while I go to the most extreme choice of actions. Also, nutsack. He is a nice little dude. He's also got a little like puff on his tail and on all four of his peats. We call his feet Peats because he steps in pee and poop, so they're Peats. Sherman turret ring too small? Really? Vampire Bat F-14 had the first ever microprocessor? Did it? We have that. It's called the M8 Buford? HLC was the transition from the M60 to the M1 hard. I wasn't in under the M60 patent, man. Shit. I wasn't even in under the original M1. My first tank was an M1A2 SEP V2. That's how long we've been around with them damn things. Fritz is Chinese, you should name him Wang. I wanted to name him Thistle, because when he gets the zoomies, I could call him a Thistle Missile. But my wife went with Fritz. Hi, little dude. You want to get down with your brother? Go hang out with him? Or are you just chilling? Are you big chilling? Okay. Name one gun from Halo you wish was standard issue right now and for why. Ooh. I already saw someone say the Spartan Laser, and I like the Spartan Laser. However, it's really damn heavy. So I'm going to say no to the Spartan Laser. Honestly, the battle rifle. It just goes hard. I really like the battle rifle. 3-round burst, like large, high caliber rounds. I'm here for it. HLCU is a tanker, know that? Yeah, hold on, Chris. Before you're like, you couldn't fit the 120 in a Sherman. Counterpoint, stay with me here. We have a blowtorch, a welder, and a can-do attitude. I mean, it may be like a self-propelled artillery at that point in time, but it will still have the gun there. Did I train the Patriots going to Diego Garcia? I'm unfamiliar of any Patriot units in Diego Garcia. If there is, that's a new site. They've set up, oh, you're talking about, oh, the ones coming from Paycom, Pacific. No, I didn't train those units. I mean, some of the people in those units have come through my classes, but I didn't train like those units to deploy. I did not. This chat was meant earlier, but YouTube was being dramatic. The kid being a TIE fighter made me so proud. The F-45, I think that it's a good step. And here's the reason. Because we try, like, the U.S. doesn't saber rattle very well. Like, it's just not something the U.S. has ever done. Like, we don't beat our chest. We don't saber rattle. Like, it's just not something the U.S. does. We always, like, try to, like, we say it in a nice way. Like, hey, you're being an ass. And we can really hurt you. You should really stop that, man. Like, we don't really like what you're doing. And then they don't listen. And that's how the F-15 became 105-0. Or 104-0, excuse me. But remember, the F-22 dominates the F-15. Completely annihilates it. And I love the F-15. It's a great air platform. I think the beauty of the F-47 potentially coming online is that we are more willing to use our F-22s. And that makes me incredibly happy. Like, we're willing to use our F-35s, but we have 500 of them. Fritz, what are you doing? What are you doing? You being a little pain in the butt? He's just chilling. What's he on right now? What am I on? What? I'm on something? If we can put 16-inch guns on ships, we can redneck a 120 onto a tank. Yep. Who's my favorite character? It really depends. I love them all for different reasons. I love the amount of shit I can get away with saying as the buff. I really do. I love that more than anything. Buff is a Covenant ship.
No, I'm not a Covenant ship. Hey, what's up there, little dog? You feel like a nutsack. Can I drag you across the desert?
Hello. He's just staring at me like I'm like Dad, can we stop doing this? The M60's 105 is much smaller. I know the main gun on the Abrams is a heavy bitch. It is a heavy bitch. When I get high on speed. Mach 2 Bumblebee's a drug for me. My heart, kickstart my heart. Always got the Sioux coming after me. Doing Mach 2, can I do Mach 3? My heart, kickstart my heart. Being in the military equal to being a goddamn mushroom? What? I don't know what that means. Can I talk about the 120s? Are we talking AIM 120s or the Abrams 120? I like the Abrams 120. It has a lot of cool capability, has a lot of cool rounds. Like, here's the thing. When it comes to a Sabo round from any tank, especially like an Abrams 120, it's not... Like, yes, there are certain rare occasions when it doesn't penetrate, but if it hits you, it's going through. Like, there's... And the same goes for the enemy ones. If a 120 Sabo, or a Sabo in general, hits you, it's going through. Buff is the Cotton Hill of military planes. I get depression from HLC and boys just talking the most shit on the battlefield. Bro, my friends, my wife doesn't fully understand it. My friends, the people that I'm coolest with are the ones that are the absolute meanest to me. Like my buddy Jimmy, I mean, I would literally take a bullet for Jimmy. Jimmy is an old friend of mine. He lives in Vegas, and just randomly out of the blue, he'll text me just saying like the worst shit to me. He's just like, I hate you. I want you to know that. Hey, I did 21 push-ups today because I hope you fucking kill yourself. Like, bro, it's so good. But I know that motherfucker. Like, he is one of the homies, man. Like, we don't. Anyone talk shit about him, I'll break their legs. And the same probably goes for me. Don't let any 0331s hear you call your dog a nutsack. He'll end up duct taped to the side of a 249. Fritz. He's got his little rat tail. Did I ever rock in a lav? No, I did not. The closest thing to that I've ever been in was a striker, and I can't say what we called strikers in the tanker world. Maybe I'll put it on a Pepperbox video, but if I said it here, it would immediately, it would get my channel shut down. When the kid finally gets an intercept, like an actual, yeah. I hope. Like, the only thing I'm scared of if the kid gets an intercept is that I don't deliver a video good enough for all of you. Like, that's my only worry. I got a couple of different ways I can go with it. I don't know which way I am going to go with it. I don't know. Would a Mac gun be considered overkill if we had one? I would. America probably has some shit like that. Like, we just be building shit. Get a hairless cat so I have a matching pair. Hairless cats are weird. Cats in general. I'm not a cat person. I like other people's cats. I'm not a fan of them. F-47 Messiah, it'll introduce its enemies to God. I burped. Is that what you smell? You're a good boy. He's like, Dad, I'm tired. I don't want to be here anymore. DOD gonna set up a situation just for me? Oh, I hope so. I wonder, because every once in a while, like I'm floored by the people that watch my videos, because I feel like I'm just like a goober, and then like I'll meet people. I met a guy. He was a U.S. Marshal, and he was at one of the range days. He's like, dude, I love your videos, and I was like, you know, I'm just an idiot who plays with missiles, right? Like, you know, I'm not like cool or awesome. I'm just a dork. And like I don't feel any different. What are you doing? He's licking his paws. Oh, mushrooms, they like being kept in the dark and fed shit. That'd be facts. That'd be facts. The Navy has magnetic accelerator cannons. Do they? Is that what the railgun is considered? Magnetic accelerator? Sending thanks from Lawton, making the news at least more manageable and funny. Hey, it was rainy out in Lawton today. Bolt action, do you think we'd see a modern A-10 with its main gun as a railgun or some other fighter soon? I don't know. So the main problem we have with the railgun is power. Now I don't know everything about everything. But I know that like power generation on board planes is a serious like design focus. Because you can have the most powerful, greatest radar in the world, but if you can't push the power to it that it needs to effectively detect, it's circumstantially useless. That being said, when we can figure out how to generate the amount of power, Japan's figured out the power problem. Are they doing nuclear on board their planes? How's Grandpa Buff?
Grandpa Buff's always good.
Grandpa Buff needs naval guns installed. While I adamantly, like wholeheartedly disagree, because right now as it sits publicly available, they're replacing the A-10 with the F-35. I disagree with that. However, I understand that decision. All other combat aircraft for the United States military, well, Air Force, Navy, the ones that actually have combat aircraft, use 20mm Vulcans. The F-35 uses a 25mm. The A-10 is a 30. So, can a 30 or a 25 do the right amount of damage, like the right bang for the buck, with the amount of ammo it can carry? I don't know. Wait, Wither is here? Did Wither say something? Wither. Oh, Wither, you're sick, man. I'm sorry you're sick. You should totally DM me your address and I'll send you some soup. I'm going to figure out who the fuck you are, Wither. I'm going to find out who you are. I'm sure your impression of a kid losing his shit when he gets an intercept will be on point. Take care, my guy. Gonna game and wind down. Thanks so much for your service. Thank you so much, Postal Bull. Anyone who tells you size doesn't matter has never studied ballistics. I mean, can a 25 DU go through as much armor as a 30? No. But can it go through enough to effectively do the job? Yeah. Yes, I'm holding Fritz like a baby and I'm patting him on the back. Gotta go buy, eat dinner, or is it supper? He has the hiccups. He needs a pair of 16-inch cannons? Oh. Welcome to Toyotathon. You're throwing Honda Civics at people. Or Toyota fucking Camrys. It's speed for armor, mass for destruction. Oh, see? I don't know everything. I'm a missile guy, man. Having any cool drinks tonight? I was drinking some High Noons earlier. I like High Noons. They're good, and they taste good. I think High Noons, and if there's any unsub guys, someone's going to clip this and like tag the unsub dudes. High Noons are better than White Claws. I don't care who you are. I wasn't watching the stream. The Pats were scary. My bad. Could you guys hear them? I would argue you need speed and mass. Speed only gets you so far. Yeah. I don't know if the orbital defense platforms, clipped and shipped, there it is. I am in need in the proverbial, or indeed in the proverbial building. I don't know if you guys know this. I'm dyslexic, probably. I mean, the Soviets developed 57mm autocannons to put on. This is the thing. If America's not doing it, it's because we decided it either wasn't fiscally capable, like financially, or it was stupid. Like if you guys watched my the show Habitually Fat, when we were talking about the 37mm anti-aircraft minigun, just wasn't practical. High Noons versus Bush Light, though. High Noons taste better. Bush Light feels better. What is my favorite character, or your favorite character you created? Bet it's the F-16. That's a really hard one to ask because I'm partial both to the buff and the kid. I don't know. I don't know if it's accurate, but my state of Arkansas is making another sub. Are they? They fitted a 16-inch recoilless to an aircraft? Jesus. I know the U.S. put a 10... Was it a 105? I have yet to find an American beer that wasn't abject trash. Hold on. Hold on. Let me think for a second. You got it local. Local, man. Local breweries really have it down. When people are like, Sam Adams is great. It's not. Sam Adams is not good. I'm sorry. You guys can get mad at me if you want to. Every Sam Adams I've ever had was gross. Same thing with PBR. PBR is gross. It just is. Busch is good. Bud Light, nah. Isn't there a 105 on an AC-130? Yes, but I'm talking like an attack aircraft sticking out the nose. Mm-hmm. There's like a million craft beers. It's absurd to say they're no good American beers. There's so many. Coors. I'm from Colorado. I don't really drink Coors. I mean, I will if someone provides it, but the reason I don't drink Coors is because I've been to Golden, Colorado. That whole place stinks. It smells like butt. The Rad Dog is a winner. I'm telling you, he's just chilling. He wants to be a baby. He just wants to be B-52J will be able to guide air-to-air missiles. I certainly hope so, because as we get on board with the with IBCS and everything like that, every sensor that is in the air, whether it's on a combat aircraft, an AWACS, a fucking bomber, anything, it's going to be... Why are you climbing on my desk? What are you doing? He's climbing towards the treats. Fine, Fritz, we can do Protocol 5 again. Okay, relax. Can you guys tell he's a puppy? Knox, you get one too. Okay, I'm gonna put you down, Fritz. Fritz is gonna be like, man, I want to come in here every time. Fritz, no. He is smart though. He knows exactly where they come from, so he'll look at me and look at the bag. He's like, hi, Fritz. Now he's licking my hands like, hey, can I please have some? Ballast Point beer is the bomb generally. So I will tell you, I've tried a lot of different microbrews in a lot of different states. The strongest one I've ever found is here in Oklahoma. It's actually called DNR, like do not resuscitate. It's like 13% alcohol by volume, and it's a stout. I like stouts sometimes. I'm not an IPA guy, not a fan of IPAs, but a stout is good. And I don't know what he's doing over there with Knox. But anyways, I've never had Tempest, but I will tell you, by and large, most of the microbrews I've had in the state of New Mexico, like TRC Brewing, which is Truth or Consequences in New Mexico. There's a city literally called Truth or Consequences. Really good. Cloudcroft Brewing Company, really good. There's a couple of other ones right down there around southern New Mexico, really, really good. High energy balls of muscle. I'm a Miller High Life guy. Miller High Life is good, you know, if it's available. Tractor Brewing. I don't think I've ever had Tractor Brew. Yingling. Yo, Yingling just made it out here to the Midwest. Yingling, I had never had Yingling before. And then I got sent to Virginia for Operation Afghan Refuge or Afghan Welcome or whatever, when we were bringing all the fucking Afghans into the U.S. If you saw that unsub episode, you know that I have serious protests against how that fucking thing happened. But I digress. I was out there and my wife was like, hey, have you ever had a Yingling? And I was like, no. She's like, they're only sold on the East Coast. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna get one. And it was, I mean, it's not the greatest beer I've ever had, but to me, my preferred beer, if I'm gonna drink beer, is Dos Equis. I like Dos Equis. It's really good. Cover it in tahini, maybe a little bit of lime in there. I like Dos Equis. Mexican beer is not bad. Not a Corona, Modelo, or Tecate guy. Not a fan. Yingling to me tasted like an American Dos Equis. That's really what it tasted like to me. But they finally got Yingling here in Oklahoma, and we sold out of it at the shopette like for 6 months. Second it would show up, people just buy it all. People from the East Coast. And I'm like, it's good. It's not, I'm going to stock my entire house with it constantly good. Your discussion has helped my wife understand why I nerd out about this. Was a fire controlman for 10 years in the United States Navy. Thank you very much for your service, by the way. You owe me for getting her interested. That's the thing, man. By the way, you don't owe me shit, but thank you so much, Sean. I love learning, right? So the Army's, the U.S. Army's NCO Core Vision. In there, it says values perpetual learning. And I love that section that just says values perpetual learning, because I want to learn something new every single day. And you know what I realized in this world is that you learn more from people who are passionate and excited about a topic than you ever learn from somebody who's forced to teach you about it. So I love to be passionate about my job because that's the only way to get people to really learn. And I'm sure you as a fire controlman could probably teach me some things because you're passionate about your job. Species 2, her spine goes through the other alien. Yeah, dude, Species 2 is wild. Shinerbach, Shinerbach's okay. Kentucky bourbon. I don't even know where it's from, Where? Hold on. Before I say anything, I don't even know. I don't know if it's a bourbon. It's not a whiskey. It's a bourbon. And I want to say it's American. I'm almost positive it's American. Let me ask if it's American. Oh, never mind. I'm glad I didn't say it was American. If I'm gonna go for liquor and I want like a nice sipping liquor, like that it's paid for, like just on maybe on the rocks or maybe just straight, Johnny Walker Blue Label. The Scots got that shit right. It's so if you've never had Johnny Walker Blue Label, oh, it will change your fucking life. Like, I'm not a big fan of like liquor in general. I'm like, it's not my preferred thing, but Johnny Walker Blue Label, you can hold that in your mouth for 30 seconds. There's no burn. No burn in your mouth at all. Like, all you taste is like the smoky bourbon flavor. And then you swallow it. And right about here, it starts to burn. Like, that's it, dude. Oh, Blue Label? My little sister got me and my wife a bottle of Blue Label when we got married. And I have yet to buy another bottle. It's so good, though. I love it. Oh, it's a blended scotch? Okay. It says it's a bourbon, but I could be wrong. Lord Cornholio, thank you so much. Your message was retracted. I don't know if that was one of my mods that did it or you did it yourself. Can I cook with it? I would not want to cook. The bottle, Blue Label, last I checked, is like $200 a bottle. And that's commercial. The Fainting Goat in Greensboro? Really? You can hold it in your mouth, adding to the unsub. Oh, fuck. There we go again. Hypnotic is one of the best bourbon. Hypnotic? Really? Not a Hypnotic fan. Somebody said a really weird one. Penderin is quite nice. One of my buddies did get one time. He got some. It was decent. Glenlivet 18. Glenlivet 18 was pretty good. It was not bad. It wasn't the greatest thing I've ever had, but yeah. We need HLC and TFE to come to Fort Knox. Oh, I don't want to go back to Fort Knox, man. I was there in 2009 at the Disney Barracks. Oh my God, I do not want to go back to Fort Knox. Oh man. Bourbon has to be made in the USA to be called bourbon legally. Really? I probably use alcohol, beer, etc. to cook with and then drink with it. Yeah, teach their own. I mean, cooking with certain things like red wine can add a lot of flavor to something. Cooking with whiskey can add, like, depending on the whiskey, it can add like a good smoky flavor. I'm big time foodie, man. I'm all about it. Modernized World War II battleships. They want blood again. I think they did. Didn't the Texas get like missiles? Didn't it get tomahawks? I think it did. Cutwater premix. Yo, Cutwater is dangerous. Cutwater is fucking dangerous. I bought a 4-pack of Cutwater, and it was I think they were mules. I don't know what they were. They might have been mules. And I like those because they're just pre-mixed, everything's good. And I didn't know that they were 13% alcohol or 12% alcohol by volume. So my wife, all 5'3" of her, she slammed one and then was about halfway through another one. And then she's like, wow, I feel this. How much? And she looks at the can and I was like, oh dear God. Yeah. Ask Buff about what guns he wants.
I want to be just outfitted with like 700 45-70 Marlins. Just a bunch of them down the wing so I can fucking I
don't know. I was shooting in the dark there. I have no clue. You're learning here? Would you like to do a distillery if you come to Indiana? I would not say no. So here's one of the other things. And you know, everything is on the table. So if you guys are over on Pepperbox, I did an exclusive over there with Rich, Angry Cops. And we did, where is he? Oh, okay, he's over there. We did Dig This in Vegas, where you get to run heavy equipment. And you guys love that video. So I've decided that anytime I travel with those guys, I'm just going to be like, hey, we're going to go do this. And I'll grab one or two of them. We'll just go do it. And then I'll videotape the whole damn thing. So going to a distillery, that sounds fucking cool. I would love to do that. I don't know what else there is in Indiana. Like right now, I have a few things that are high on my list. What's Cutwater premix cocktails? Yeah, they come in like a 4-pack in cans. They make some weak ones that are like 5% alcohol. But the good thing is about them, and the same reason I like the ones that I'm drinking today, I already forgot what the hell I was drinking, is it's not malt beverage. It's actual fruit and actual alcohol. So it's really good. Iran's getting close to the FAO point with Trump. What are your thoughts? I think that going down. That wasn't creepy at all. Fritz was just staring at the wall and growling. No, don't do that to me. He's still doing it. One bad nuclear decision from Desert Storm 3. They might be. I don't know what in the hell is going on with that whole situation. I need to look more into it. The people want more rat dog. Fritz, stop eating boxes. Come here. Come on. Come on. Okay. Now you get to sit over here in it, because guess what? I farted. Why did they remove the tail gun on the B-52? They decided it was impractical. I remember when I was reading about it. Oh shit, that video goes live tomorrow on Pepperbox. My first exclusive of the month. Yeah. Ghosts of Nox Farts Past. Oh my god. How did I miss the stream? You didn't miss it, Dragon? You're here. You're here, it's fine. HLC versus My Wife and Potholes. She beats the HIMARS. The forecast in Iran calls for raining mops soon. As much as I don't want to put our service members in harm's way, I do wholeheartedly. Let me first premise this by saying attacking anybody is bad. Diplomacy should be always the priority. And what are you doing, Fritz? However, I also noticed throughout history is every time Uncle Sam takes the kid gloves off and sends somebody back to factory settings, they chill the fuck out. The whole world chills out for like 10 or 15 years. Because guess what? Guess what Iran didn't do for a long time after Operation Praying Mantis? Fuck with us. They didn't. They were just like, that was a bad idea. Let's not do that again. We're like, yeah, you probably shouldn't have done that. So, I don't know. How's Sister Linecrosser's recovery coming along? She is up. She's moving around. She is without crutches or anything like that. She may need another surgery. We don't know yet. Buff needs an old dog build out. All a deal, bro. Oh my god. I'm sorry, I'm yawning. Iran would look great as a parking lot. But like, that was old Uncle Sam with factories. Yeah, I think they're trying to bring the factories back. I may not agree with the method, right? I don't know if the method is right. However, I try and find the silver lining in everything, okay? Europe building up their military force is something we've been asking for a long time, and they haven't done it. Japan has done it, so I don't understand why we're fucking with them. Australia's done it. Poland has been doing it. Lithuania's been doing it. I mean, there's a good chunk of NATO that was doing it, but now they're like pulling out all the stops and like, Uncle Sam ain't coming to save us anymore. We got to do this. So I don't know. I have no clue. Now, there's a cynical side of me that thinks that President Trump could be trying to enforce policies that kind of tank the entire global market, because we know the market will always rebound unless, the whole world ends, so that everything gets cheaper. And then a bunch of his friends, he can't do it himself, buy into the stock market, and then everything starts coming back and everyone makes a whole shit ton of money. I don't know. Just send Texas and Florida to deal with Iran? Bro, they ain't ready for that. They ain't ready. Timothy Fitzgerald, thank you so much. You should do a Titan 2 character. I approve the missiletism. I love Poland, man. Like, the more I read about Poland, like, Poland is fucking based. Like, they really are. It's like, Poland says the quiet parts out loud constantly. Nico is, and I appreciate your content. Oh, thank you so much. Is what you said, Nico's live or something like that right now? I've met Nico a couple times. Like, we're not like tight, but I met him. He's a very nice guy. Like, we've talked, we've chatted, we made some jokes to each other. He's a good dude. You should do the whiskey trail in Scotland. That sounds fucking magical. There's a whiskey trail? I'm gonna hold hands with all the guys from Unsub and we're gonna skip down the yellow brick road. Hey, we're here to see the wizard. Time to get fucked up. I don't know, man. I didn't know there was a whiskey trail. I had no idea there was a whiskey trail, bro. A beer for Sister Linecrosser from a Marine who's happy she keeps the taxi cab running. I will make sure she gets that, homeboy. I appreciate it, Rodney. First time catching a live stream. Just want to say I absolutely love your content. Thank you so much, Ryan Lewis. I appreciate you being here. Don't fuck with Poland, bro. Poland is... Okay, so Poland right now has been arming up for the close fight. They don't have the ability logistically to power project, at least for right now. But you're going to lose a lot of fucking troops going at Poland in a very short amount of time. In the short fight. I don't know what like the long game is there, but Poland, like, perfect, Joseph. That's a perfect answer. Poland be doing Poland things. I love that answer. Check it out, like a long journey pub crawl, bro. Urban Bourbon Trail in Kentucky. There's a bourbon trail in Kentucky. Fritz, your dad's about to get fucked up. I may have a reason to go to Kentucky. I'm actually surprised about that in Kentucky because Kentucky, when I was there, had a large amount of dry counties. I remember. I'm a Pole. Yep. Don't touch the boats. This guy is awesome. I think Fritz is too. Not me, but Fritz is. Fritz, you want to say hi? Grr. See, he's all mean. Poland is now a brick wall. I wouldn't say they're there yet, but they're getting there. They're getting there very, very quickly. Like, the orders they've put in, once they're filled, Poland's not the one, man. Poland is not the one. Like, when I look at Poland, I literally see like 19 late 1930s America. Let's go with that. Late 1930s America. Well, we were like, hey, the world is going to shit. People are invading each other. We should start building up at least a little bit. And then, Japan declared war and we exploded. Right now, they're just like, we should build up. We should do that. Poland right now has about half a European defense. Yeah, but the way I look at Poland, you guys ever hear the Daniel Tosh joke where he's like, Canada has the greatest wall in history, America. And I'm like, that checks out. Now Europe has the greatest wall in history, Poland. Like, that's the way that I look at it. Like, everyone else can just be like super cool and chill and hippies and shit because Poland is just sitting over there with a Kevlar on, like, armed to the teeth, wishing a motherfucker would. I love, like, I need to go to Poland. I'm going to just go there. Like, and I'm going to, you know what? I might do like a, what is it, with the Billy on the street shit? Just go up to random Polish people and be like, hey, do you speak English? And, if they say yes, I'm just going to be like, how do you feel being considered Little European Texas? I imagine some Poles probably don't like that, but some of them are probably like, hell yeah. Yeah, that suits. Could Ukraine defeat Russia without US aid? No. They just couldn't. The sheer numbers of personnel, equipment, weapons, and firepower that Russia has in comparison to Ukraine, no. Ukraine absolutely needs that help. Now, Ukraine has done a lot with a lot less. I got to hand it to them. Now, I don't know if that's due to piss poor Russian tactics. I I don't know if that's superior training. I don't know what that is. But consistently, are they losing a lot of people? Yes, absolutely. I would never say they're not losing a lot of people. That's just asinine to think that they're not. But consistently, they're losing less on the battlefield. Now, this could be due to a couple of different reasons. This could be tactics, could be weaponry, or, and this is just simple battlefield theory, you lose more people attacking than you do defending. So I don't know what it comes down to. Anyone in Louisville? An HLC watch party night, local establishment? Oh, shit. Oh, man. Poland needs to bring back the winged hussars, and it has to be an air assault cavalry. So they did bring back the winged hussars. I don't know if you know that, Midnight. I think other countries really have cooler names. I gotta find out what the Norwegian name for the F-35 is, because the Israelis call it Adir, which means the mighty one in Hebrew. At least that's what I read. I don't speak Hebrew. And the Poles have named the F-35 the Hussar. So the winged hussars have returned, now that Poland is getting their F-35s. I think they have like 3 or 4 of them right now. I think so. Russia is just far too strong. Ukraine couldn't do it alone. They couldn't. So when I talk about the U.S.-Ukraine war, there's a whole lot of like whataboutism that I don't necessarily agree with, because it's always like, well, what about this? What about that? Okay. Do I think Ukrainians are free of all blame? Do I think they're perfect people? No, I don't. I do not, under any stretch of the fucking imagination. Do I think that they are defending what they have been raised in as their homeland? Absolutely. It's been Ukraine for 30 years. 1991 is when the fucking USSR collapsed. It's been Ukraine for 30 years. So many of the people on the front lines are in that age group, and they're fighting for what they've known and always known as Ukraine. But also, I don't fully understand, aside from the minerals, doesn't logistically and tactically, it doesn't make this much sense to waste this amount of troops in Ukraine. And I don't know if he's just blinded by his hubris and just doesn't want to, refuses to save face and just, cut his losses. I don't know what Vladimir Putin's deal is. But I also know Vladimir Putin is not unintelligent. I would never say he's unintelligent. He's crazy. He's batshit fucking crazy. But I would never say that Vladimir Putin is unintelligent. The man doesn't take a piss unless it provides a tactical advantage to him. Okay? He's smart. He's very, very smart. In the same way that Hillary Clinton is smart. She's fucking terrifying as well. Fritz, was that a burp? Was that a burp? He burped. All right. He's making me sweat. And the winged hussars arrived. Yeah. I think the Russian bear is a myth. I don't know. I want to say it's not. Like, the safer option when it comes to assessing enemy forces is always to over-prepare for what they have. That's always the safer option. And that's what the U.S. has always done. We've prepared for... Oh my God, he wants back up again. We've always prepared for their absolute worst that they can throw at us. And the worst that they can do to us. So the safer option is to do that. Right now, as what sits, the more logical option is kind of there with you, man. Any updates on the Italian military? I have not looked into it. I'll be honest with you. USSR Bear, Real Russian Bear Team. Sabaton, bro. I love Sabaton, man. I would love to meet those guys. I still want them to make a song called Blazing Skies. I don't know if you guys know this. That's brevity. Well, kind of brevity. It's kind of slang brevity. So for me, as an air defender, I know they don't touch anything in the last 20 years. I'm talking about Desert Storm or 2003, which is over 20 years ago. And so when you see enemy missiles inbound, I don't know how much brevity I can say without getting in trouble, so I'm going to just skip the brevity. We say something, and we hit our horn 3 times. That lets everyone know, hey, it's time to party. Like, we're partying. And one of the common slangs that we use is blazing skies, which means it's happening. It is happening. And so I would really love an air defense, like a song about air defense in the first Iraq war, or maybe even the second Iraq war, that's just called Blazing Skies. I think that'd be cool as shit. There was a guy who did make one on Sumo, whatever, the little thing where you can make it an AI, which I think is still cool. What are you looking at? My light up there? Just join the Discord server, so if you want to do the Distillery tour, let me know through there. All right, is your name the same, the odd one out? Midnight, I think the Baltics would be the weakest. Yeah, but the US still has a pretty heavy presence in the Baltics. I mean, well, we still have a pretty heavy presence in Poland as well, and Germany. But now Germany's actually sending people over to Poland. What color is Fritz? Well, considering he's all skin, he is black. I gotta say it like that. Okay, okay. What are you doing? Why are you standing on my arm? Okay, now we're just playing with Fritz. Okay, okay. Why does my dog have a perm? This is all the hair he grows. The other big old one over there, he's got a full body of hair, but this is all he grows. I go into the Doomslayer in Discord. Got it. How long is Whiskey Trail in Scotland? 6 days, 5 nights. Whew. 100 or so malt whiskey distilleries. That's awesome. I got to get my passport, because I do, while Nick and I are doing Habitually Fat, which I really love doing that. Honestly, I'm glad you guys like that show, because for us, it tickles our tism. That's, for those of you who don't know, Habitually Fat, this is not an advertisement, I'm just telling you. So it's over on Pepperbox. Myself and the Fat Electrician, we go around to different museums and historical sites, and we talk about them and we learn about them. We go on guided tours, and we just videotape the whole thing, and we make jokes and quips. Before I die, I would love to see Auschwitz-Birkenau. I would love to see Treblinka. I would love to see Dachau. I would love to see Normandy. The shitty part is, if I go during Habitually Fat, I can't make any jokes. Those are such solemn and fucking awful places. You can't walk through those and just be like, haha. And no, there's not a single joke you can make in those locations. So I don't know. SSN 797 joins the fleet tomorrow? No shit. Is that the new not LA class. Shit, what is that? Random coming. Find it dumb Americans preach about defending our country from invaders, yet our idiot leaders victim blames Zelensky in Ukraine like a principal blaming the bully victim. You're not wrong. I mean, I don't know why the Russia and Ukraine thing has become political. I don't know why. It should be pretty cut and dry. So in the 80s, Reagan didn't back down from Russian aggression. He told him, tear down the wall or I'm going to fuck you up. He just put his foot down and was like, this is going to happen. I don't know why we're doing that now. I don't know. I like to think that there's a method to the madness. I'm optimistic about there being a method to the madness. I just have no idea at this point. Just throwing in a couple dollars to say thanks. How would you enjoy the new... Also, how would you enjoy the new comedy films? I've seen the trailer for The Naked Gun. There's a new Naked Gun coming out? No way! Fritz, there's 5 minutes left on stream. You can chill. Oh my god, you're wiggly. Hi, Weapons. How you doing? We were talking about how much I know about the A10 and you don't. Sorry. For those of you who don't know, Weapons is one of my mods. He's a very, very nice guy. He's also, I believe, a former teacher, but he also worked for many, many years on the A10 platform, and he was a weapons loader person. I don't know what their MOS is or ASI, whatever the fuck they call it in the Air Force, but he put the bombs on the planes to go unalive the brown people. Or the white people, really depending on where they were. Or the Asian people, maybe penguins. I don't know. We just tariffed penguins. I'm all over the place. How can we get the unsub crew to create teams and have a simulated war between them using drones and airsoft? I don't know. Fritz, oh my gosh. Where are you going? You're just standing there awkwardly on my lap? You stand there awkwardly, and then I put you down, and you're like, nope, I want back up, Dad. Police squad? Who can replace Leslie Nielsen? Your facts. He passed away, right? Because he's been old for like ever. Did Habitual just basically say my tism is larger than yours to his mod? Pretty much. I love Weapons, man. He's a good people. Aircraft Armament Systems Specialist, aka Weapons Loader. There you go. See? I knew that. Airplane. You put the bombs on the plane. So you guys want to see his little carrot? That's his little puff at the end of his tail. He tries to bite my face when I blow on him like that. So I'm just trying to keep him out of doing stuff. No, who I would have thought. HLC is more sing-songy. Bro, I'm so glad people got that reference. I'm so glad. I will explain it for those of you who don't have Pepperbox because I want you to get the joke too. In one of our episodes of Kind of Consensual with me, Angry Cops, the Fat Electrician, and Eli Double Tap, we Rich told us that he, during an interview to become like a promotion in the police force, they asked him to describe himself, and the word he used was sing-songy. And I love that because it's not a real word, but he was like, you know, because I always have like a song and I boost morale and I'm always like making people laugh and all that other stuff. And so that's why I used sing-songy. So am I taking part in the protest tomorrow? No, I don't take a part in any protests. I think protests are dumb. Honestly, they've like, name the last time a protest changed something in the United States. I'm not being a smartass. Like, we have a freedom of protest, but they never change anything. They never do anything. As a 19 kilo, if that loader doesn't load in 4 seconds, heat round PT all week. That's facts. Well, okay. I mean, heat, you have what, 6 seconds? You have 6? I had a pretty good heat time. I think it was 4.2 for my heat time. My Sabo time was fucking beast, though. My Sabo time was like 2. It was damn good. It was sub 3s. Oh, BLM in a way? Yeah. Entire civil rights movement? Okay. Facts. Weapons. All right. Hey, I asked. You answered. How long ago was that? 1969. Although it happened for several years beforehand. But still, 1969 is when the civil rights movement happened. Vietnam protests, but I don't know if that counts. I think the Vietnam protests were more just like court of public opinion. And I mean, I will say this. Protests are effective when you can hold an election over someone's head. Does that make sense? Best looking plane of all times, the F4U Corsair. I got one back there. Beautiful. The fucking gold wing design. Oh, fucking. Yeah, it's hot. Every single labor strike. Ah, that's fair. That's fair. That's actually the labor strike, the SAG-AFTRA strike. I didn't think about strikes. I did not think about strikes. That's fair. I'll take that. Would you intercept me? Oh, egg timer. 60 years ago, so Boomers was the last time it worked. Well, no, I mean, we just did have the SAG-AFTRA one. We did have the Teamsters one. We had, I think there was an Amazon one recently, so yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I'll take that. Civil Rights Act was signed in 64, so civil rights protests happened way before 69. Was it? Hold on. I'm just, if I'm wrong, I'm okay with that. I just want to make sure. You're right, it's 64. Holy shit. I don't know why my brain said 69. What about the New York City draft riots? Yeah. Auto worker strike? Yeah. Weapons, I'm getting out of here too, man. We are at our 2 hours. Come on, hit the button. There it is. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. So, we are at the end of our 2 hours. Next weekend, I might do an early stream, a day early. because I will not be around next Friday. Magical things happening. So as always, do not come into the 22 a day. Every single one of you are amazing. If you'd like to support the channel, please go to habituallinecrosser.com. Get yourself some merch, maybe buy me a beer. If not, the cheapest and easiest way to support the channel is, of course, just watch my videos. That's all I will ever ask of you guys. I will see you guys later.